My cheating ex-wife, and her lover humiliated me in court for being a mechanic. But when the judge revealed what I was really hiding, all changed. Pratt 3. He looked through everything I'd gathered and said I had a solid case. Especially since our state takes cheating into account during divorce proceedings. He also told me to keep acting normal while he got the paperwork ready. That was probably the hardest part. For 2 weeks, I had to pretend nothing was wrong. Every morning, I'd watch Sarah get ready for work, knowing she was going to see Mark. She'd come home late, and I'd have to listen to her lies about client meetings. I even had to sit through dinner with her parents one night, where they spent the whole time talking about how I needed to sign over part of the house to Sarah, for security purposes. The lawyer suggested I get proof of her father's demands about the house. So I started recording our conversations, legal in my state with one-party consent. I got some pretty interesting stuff. Him literally saying, while joking, he'd make my life difficult if I didn't give Sarah what she wanted. Then came the day everything exploded. It was a regular Thursday, Sarah's usual, late meeting night. My neighbor from next door called me at the shop. I thought you should know. Sarah just pulled up with some man I've never seen before. They went inside together. I knew exactly who it was. My hands were steady when I drove home. Strange how calm you can be when you finally have to face something you've known was coming. I walked in to find them in the kitchen, Sarah and Mark, his hands on her waist. The look on her face when she saw me standing there. I'll never forget it. Get out, I said quietly. Both of you. Now. Sarah's face went from shock to angry in a second. This is my house too. You can't just. The house that I paid for, I said, still using that calm voice that seemed to make her even more furious. You have 30 minutes to pack a bag and leave. Mark slipped out while Sarah was screaming at me about her rights. She was still yelling when she called her father. 20 minutes later, her dad's SUV came screeching into our driveway, her brother, Tommy, jumping out before it even stopped. You can't throw my daughter out, her father bellowed, trying to push past me into the house. Tommy was right behind him, puffing up like he was ready for a fight. I held up my phone, already recording. You're both trespassing. I've already called the police. They're on their way. This is my daughter's home. I co-signed the loan. This house is mine. Her father shouted, waving a folder of papers in my face. But I could see the uncertainty in his eyes. Your daughter's been cheating on me for months, I said, loud enough for the gathering neighbors to hear. I have proof of everything. The hotel receipts, the messages. You really want to do this here, in public? That's when the cops showed up. Guess Sarah's family forgot I had the local police department's number on speed dial, after fixing half their fleet. Tommy made one last grab for the door, but stopped cold when he saw the officers walking up. Funny how quickly someone's attitude changes when they realize they're about to catch a breaking and entering charge. The next hour was surprisingly quiet. Sarah packed her bags while the police supervised. Her father and brother stood by their car, looking less confident by the minute. As she walked out, Sarah tried one last time. You'll regret this. You have no idea what you're doing. I just smiled. Actually, for the first time in a long while, I know exactly what I'm doing. The next day, my lawyer filed for divorce. Sarah got served papers at her office. I found out later she made a big scene about it, cried her co-workers about how cruel I was. Meanwhile, she'd been planning to take half my assets and move in with Mark the whole time. Her lawyer contacted mine, trying to negotiate before things got messy. They offered to let me keep the house if I paid Sarah a huge settlement. The amount they wanted was crazy, like they thought I was hiding money somewhere. My lawyer told them to pound sand. That weekend was wild. Sarah's family started telling everyone who would listen that I was abusive, that I trapped her in a bad marriage, that I was trying to leave her homeless. Some of her friends even posted stuff on social media about me. My sister wanted to respond, but I told her to let them dig their own grave. Sarah tried coming back to the house to get more stuff, but I'd changed the locks. My lawyer said she needed to go through proper channels now. She left this long voicemail about how I was being petty and immature. Pretty rich coming from someone who got caught going through my house with her boyfriend. The next few weeks were a paperwork circus. Their lawyer kept sending these demanding letters, acting like Sarah was entitled to everything because her dad's name was on the loan. They really thought they had me cornered. Even sent a detailed list of everything they wanted: the house, half my savings, my project car, even my tools, like they were shopping from a catalog or something. The first court date was just a preliminary hearing, but Sarah and her crowd treated it like they'd already won. She showed up with her parents, Mark, and this expensive-looking lawyer who looked like he just walked off a TV show. They were all sitting together, whispering and pointing at me like I was some kind of joke.